I'm picking up from my last stream. Let people pour back in. All right, so let's see what we got here. Parts falling out of the Jesus thing. So the hinge on this is royally, truly screwed. It looks like it's been around the block one too many 2 times as well. Yep. That's better. Let's see. Got here. Story of Seasons, Trio of Towns. Set this stuff aside so I don't lose it. Oh, wow. This isn't mine to keep. This is, a friend sent this to me, asked me, friend, please, I know you've worked on these and I know you've got steady hands. Do me a solid. My wife, he says, she's going crazy without her 3DS. Still works. That's honestly totally unexpected with the condition the hinge was in. All right. Okay, so if it works, our baseline is it still works when we're done with it. You know, I did typo the title, yes, and then I went back and fixed it. And then I decided, you know what? Nah, I'm not going to fix it. We're just going to leave it. And then I went back again and then undid it. So I talked to my friend. I said, look, you can reshell the thing. That's fine. They do make aftermarket shells. I didn't know this at the time we were talking about a pink console. They don't make aftermarket pink shells. But I said, depending on what you can find, it might be cheaper to just buy a donor 3DS and then throw the console in that. And it looks like that's exactly what he's done. Got a little screen protector on it. Looks nice and clean. It even seems to boot up. Maybe. Perhaps. No SD card. No nothing. Oh, it hasn't been initialized. Well, that's fine. That doesn't matter. Seems to work. And the parts that we would be testing, I don't care about. All I care about is the stuff in the top half works, which so far it does. We'll test the cameras later. Not much can be done about that. Ooh. And an extra stylus. Oh. Yeah, this, for reference, this is not supposed to come off. This is actually an integral part of the structure, both of these parts that fell out. All right, where is, it's right here. It always throws me off. I got these screwdrivers. Seemed like a good idea at the time. These are imported from Japan, if you can't tell from the label in Japanese. It always throws me off. Like, this is the top. It opens from the hinge is on the wrong side, but then I remember it's Japanese. It's not on the wrong side. Just not used to that. I don't know. There was no point to that. I thought it was neat. Oh. Oh no. Aftermarket battery. It's really jammed in there too. There we go. I couldn't get a nail in there to grip. But, oh, there was a point to what I was saying about the screwdrivers. 3DS consoles do not have Phillips screws in them. They have JIS screws, which just stands for Japanese Industrial Standard. So we are using Japanese screwdrivers, and it works so much better if you have the right driver. There we go. So, yeah, Jason, what we're doing, we're fixing this broken hinge in the easiest way possible, which is essentially just reshelling this 3DS into this one. And yeah, it's what I don't like about these screwdrivers. These little grippies, they just spin. So if the screw is ridiculously tight, which these are, yeah. But anyway, easiest way to get the content of this console to the content of this console is to just physically transplant everything. Yes, I know system transfers are a thing, but you can't system transfer from a US console to a Japanese one. Blame Nintendo. These things are region locked. Himge. I think that's it. All right. Comes up, hinges towards the back, and then there are two flat flexes we need to release. 1, 2. Ta-da. I think I'm gonna do this one now. I don't appreciate how tight these screws are, man. So, technically, the original DS was region locked too, if you count the IQ model. But not counting the IQ models, the original DS was region free, and the region locking started with the DSi specific software. So like if you're running like black 2, white 2, maybe the original black and white, those Pokemon games, if you ran them on a DSi, it would be region locked. But on a regular DS, it was not, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I know the eShop stuff was all region locked. Damn it. And if all goes well, boom, easy peasy. Sorry, I'm just trying to decide what order to do this stuff in. I'm also looking at that power jack, wondering what the heck happened. Does this thing charge? Yeah. All right. Sure. I'm gonna touch up those solder joints though. I don't like the look of them. I don't remember the order in which this has to come apart. I don't even know if there is an order. I think we just have to get all the screws and such out. All comes out at the same time. All right. Just leave everything else in the shell. So one of my buds was telling me the only way to get this cart reader out was by desoldering the shielding down here. But my guy isn't aware that there's just adhesive under here holding that to the shielding. And there's no soldering necessary. You do fuck up that pad a little, but it's easy enough to straighten out. And then we get to the last two screws. And I think this whole thing should just come on down. Come on. I want to leave that disconnected for now. What am I missing? Oh, I'm gonna undo these. Duh. And I think that's it. Ta-da! And then we just gotta drop this in the other one. Wait, I'm gonna do AC jack first, DC jack. Oh, I just dropped part of the SD reader. Is that it? Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, it's not the tip I thought it was. Come on. How in the heck does this thing charge if there's no solder on that? Oh, Gib, you just missed the part where I showed how to remove this without desoldering. It's not macro time. Not yet. But soon. One of these has to turn into a macro. But I think I need to install the custom firmware first, don't I? Might make things a little bit easier. There we go. Oh. Let's keep lifting that up by that. See what happens. Alright, there we go. The solder was a little bit rough on the DC jack, but got it all nice and cleaned up. Clean up the flux. Well, can you do custom firmware from just the bottom screen? I don't know. I haven't done a 3DS in a very long time. Jesus. I keep forgetting that's there. This poor screen. Bud's gonna stumble across this stream and go, what in the Sam hell were you doing to my 3DS? Alright. Oh, I haven't been paying attention to chat. I'm sorry. Well, thank you for the donation, Papa Labman. I got a new 3DS XL that gives me the black screen with noise and lit power. Does anyone know if the fix has been found yet? I don't know anything about that. All I can say is try booting it without your SD card. I'm guessing you've tried that. Beyond that, I don't know. Magnet clasp issue on your well, it's a Hall effect sensor. I don't know where they have it on the 3DS, but on the DS Lite, it's... Or is it the original DS? On one of the older model DSs, the sensor is just in the middle of the ABXY cluster. But I don't know where it is on here. I sincerely doubt it's that package, because that thing has way too many pins on it. It might be that one. You can look and see where the magnet is and investigate the board from there. I guess right next to the power switch. Check that. Beyond that, I don't know what that could be either. I'm not very hip with 3DS repair. I've done a few of them, sure, but as far as what's actually wrong with them other than like physical stuff, I'm not. Oh yeah, the 3DS definitely needs to be set up. That's a good point. Which is something I should absolutely do, but this isn't my 3DS to mess around with, especially not until I get this fixed. My soldering iron does not need to be on. Oh, we gotta do another one anyway. What else we got? Trying to multitask doesn't really work. You got to get the screwdriver and the screw and look at the board. Can't do one or the other. Why is this getting stuck? Why is this stuck in here? It's getting stuck on. Huh. Well, I have no idea what that was about. Alright. Alright, so we got to take the SD card reader off because there are 2 screws under it. It's a good thing it's just adhesive holding this thing on. Ta-da. One, two. That's why they call it a 3DS, right? Because there's 3 ribbons in the hinge. Oh, that's right, I forgot. The DC jack is taped down on these freaking things. Boom. Easy peasy. A little bit of tape up there. Alright, don't get those mixed up. And in some oddly convenient turn of events, the D-pad silicone membrane is stuck down. Oh, which one has better buttons? Might as well use the better buttons. Because those look basically new. And so do those. Right on. Okay, so that is not a concern. Right. If we open it up, we get a little bit more purchase out of that ribbon. There's gotta be a better way to do this. Does Nintendo have some sort of jig holding this? Genuinely curious. Oh, I slipped it in. All right. I expected to struggle with that for another 20 minutes. Oh, thank God. Whew. I forgot to reinsert this thing, which fell out. I was just terrified I put a mark on the outside. By driving that screw in too deep. But I think Nintendo idiot-proofed it for me. We're good. Well, I bet that piece of tape right there has a lot to do with how they get that hinge in. They probably feed it in with the tape. Hinge ribbon? Did I say... Whatever. Himge. That was gross. Oh, I forgot these screws. Whoops. That screw is gone. That's okay, I have a whole nother set of screws. Ooh, but first I gotta fix that. The slider for the Wi-Fi doesn't line up. Move the board out. There. I have heard nothing one way or the other about DS Lite shells. I don't think anyone's touching that. But to be honest, I haven't messed around with DS Lites in a very long time. Or at the very least, I haven't ordered parts for them. I did to DS Lites what I often do to Game Boys, in that I order a bunch of parts that I don't need just in case I have the urge to fix something. I can't even get this drawer out to show you as an example. Yeah, there's no build planned. This is just parts I ordered. So that is to say, I have messed around with DS Lites. I've just had all the parts on hand. I haven't ordered anything. Oh yeah, I lost a screw. Drop the microphone back in. I did see that question about the slate, by the way. I was, for the most part, ignoring it. But I just want to reiterate what Papa Labman says is correct. And for what it's worth, I'm not handling any of that. That's Retro Game Repair Shop. So if you guys have any questions, you can reach out to them. But I'm pretty sure everything they say, all the information they have is already on the page, though. I certainly haven't heard anything else. Jeez Louise. There we go. Ooh, I should have checked it long before I got to this step. I am tempting fate. Oh, am I missing Wi-Fi? Nope. Does not instill confidence. Hey, there it goes. Wi-Fi switch is working. I don't know that I would start and select would do anything. Okay. I'm comfortable assembling more of this. I think we'll be good. It was off. I didn't just yank the battery. I'm deciding if we should go with the slightly cleaner back, but the one that has the wrong markings. No, we'll go with the original. I had to think about it though. I think the original is better. And then I can just clean it. Oh my goodness. No wonder that wasn't fitting. Man, I thought I was going insane. I kept sliding the connector around, wondering why I couldn't get it to lock in. So I was trying to put it in the wrong one, dummy. A screw in there? No. How could I forget a screw? Oh, I pulled from the wrong pile. Now things are... Now things are weird. No, it's okay. I had them straight enough. Oh, let's clean it first. Oh, that needs more help than this is doing. Oh, there we go. It just needed to soak a minute. New plan. Hello there, Pixel Castle. Oh my god, that was so much. There we go. Cleaning because it looks like it sat in something at some point. Not enough of something to do any damage, but you know, we're in here. This is normally the stuff I do off screen, but you know, streaming and all that. Oh, I should hit that with the other one afterwards. Yeah. Should probably remove that screen protector. It's fallen off. I got another one. Oh, I should find the other one first, though. Unfortunately, there's a little bit of scratching going on up here. But it cleans up. Look at that. Well, if it's not coming off, I guess it's not going to do any harm. Oh, I didn't put the SD card in. It's ridiculous that you can't hot plug SD cards on this thing. Or at least you can on the Switch. I don't actually know if you can on a 3DS. Oh, I forgot to test the cameras. Hey! Looks like it's in 3D too. Oh wow, that looks wild from the camera. I've only ever seen it out of focus in person. And the Indacam. Juked. But it works. Really should have that on. Sounds like it's working. This isn't my save, unfortunately. What a weird place, right? Remember the GTS? Isaac, we can do more than that, bud. Alright. Wait, was that the bottom level? Wow, this is incredibly smooth. It's impressive. My 3DSs feel markedly worse than this. Totally distracted. But all the buttons seem like they're working. No. I don't think these map to anything here either. I already know the shoulder buttons work. I think we're good. Anytime. There you go. Ah, it's hidden. Auto settings. 211. Good lord. Yeah, I know. Current time. I forget what his offset is, so we get to use mine. I don't think we need to do any of the rest of this. Cool, cool, cool. The original 3DS always was my my favorite 3DS model. I sympathize. None of my business either. Alright, we know the cart slot works, so I was just playing Pokemon Go. Yeah, there it goes. Do I just need to be more patient than that? There it is. Never instills confidence when you just turn them on and there's a black screen. There it goes. Auto brightness. Yeah, that comes up like instantly. What about this thing? Also pretty darn quick. It's not the game. My desk is way too full of clutter. I don't see any bent pins or anything. Maybe it is just dirty, yeah. All right, then. So it would have been a lot easier to clean when it was still open. Don't really have anything I can sacrifice to the cause. Because it ain't going to be their game, it ain't going to be my Pokemon Platinum, and then everything else is flash carts. Oh, kind of fun. I'm going to make some. I have empty cart shells. I'm having flashbacks. I had another one of these where the cart shell just broke off inside the console and it took one of the pins with it, so I don't want to do that. I'll have to figure something out. I don't want to give it back with a bum cart slot, man. Oh, what the hell? Now it works fine. Out. In. Now it's working perfectly fine. 3DS consoles are weird, man. I have a lot of games on here, my friend. I'm envious. Oh, wait. Cancel. And yeah, it's still charging fine, so Sure. I think we're good. I do have to fix that, though. There is a screw that I didn't tighten enough. Was it this side or the other side? No, it was definitely this side. Might as well check them all. Oh, that one I got. Oh, it's definitely this side too. Good thing I checked. Cool, cool, cool. It's a Friday night, so there's not much else I can do, but we'll get it shipped first thing Monday. Hey. Wait, did I make a silly mistake? No, okay. Just the lighting playing trick on me. I thought this thing was discolored, but I think we're good. Righto. I think that's all I got. Oh. I always loved the Stendos on the original 3DS. Yeah. Well, there wouldn't be a serial on that. Okay. Well. Yeah, it works. I just finished putting it back together. Just tested it. Ta-da! That's all I got. I just tested it out with the game too. All the buttons seem working, cameras, speakers, 3D slider, everything. We're good, man. We're good. This is mine. I don't need to pack that up. Okay. I need to get the rest of this packed up though. That's all I got, guys. I think I'm going to call it an evening. And for the record, the fidget spinner is still on. Have to turn it off. That's fixed. If you watch back earlier in the stream, you see the donor here. Tell by the chunk of shell resting someplace it shouldn't be resting. Anyway, that's all I got. I'll catch you all next time. Thanks for sticking with me. Oh, go check out Shank's new video on the Hot Wheels PC. That thing's sweet.